What time is it, my creatives? That's right, it's photo hacking time, and it is Charlotte Salcedo, your host. And I had thought, I could have sworn I did a video on my confetti brushes, but apparently I only thought I did. And this is the problem with us ADHD people, is that we think it in our head and we believe that we did it, and therefore we never get to it because we have a million things going on in our head. I'm not sure if I'm crazy or I need extra medication. I don't know. If there's a therapist in the audience, leave a comment and let me know if that is normal to think something and actually believe that you did it. But anyways, I wasted a whole minute on that. And I'm going to show you how to use the product. So as you can see, I've gathered these lovely pictures off the internet, which I have a license to do so. And I suggest that you also do that. If you don't have money for licensed material, you can always use Unsplash, which is free. All right. So what you will do is once you've downloaded my product, you will extract the confetti brushes. It will take a minute to extract, and which then you will find it in a folder. Now, I'm on a PC. On a Mac, it may be different. If you have a Mac, you should probably already know how to use it by now, but I digress. So we're going to pop it open. And if you are on a PC, you'll be able to double click these and open these. But if you are on a Mac, Mac is a little gay and it will ask you to open it a different way. So you actually have to go to Photoshop and go to File Open As, which is pretty ass backwards, but that's what you have to do with Macs now. So with PCs, it's a little easier. That's why I'm on a PC. You just double click it and it opens up just like magic. And same thing with the style. You double click it and it opens up just like magic. And then you will see in your brushes palette, how to get to your brushes palette. It's right here. There's a little arrow here. You just click on it. Wow. And here goes all the confetti brushes here. And they're lovely and they're fun. So now that we know that the confetti brushes are here, if you want to change the view of how they look, we'll go to this cog. And I just have it saved as brush tip. Okay, so if you want to see the brush stroke and the name, you could do that. But I find this view a little easier. And you can also increase the size if you're blind, if you're a little bit legally blind or just half blind or wearing glasses, or maybe you're just getting a little bit older like me. You know, you can just make it a little bit bigger there. Okay, moving on. All right, so now where are our styles? Okay, that's an easy find. Go to Window and then click on Styles and bam. Well, my styles are already over here, so I'm just going to drag them over here so you can see the styles. Okay, so if you just click this little arrow, pop them out, you have all your beautiful styles. Now, you don't have to just use my styles. You can use any styles. So I am just going to go ahead and show you how these bad boys work. And I just pop them in here on the side, but I kind of don't want them there because they're in the way of the picture view here. And I'm working in a document. Let's go ahead and see the size here. If you want to see the size of your document, you go to image size. And I'm working in a most unusual size. I'm working in 1701 by 1512 pixels. And that's just so you can see the whole real estate here. Not necessarily going to save this out and share it with my friends and my family on Facebook or some mundane social media network. Not like they actually like my shit anyways. Can you believe that? Your own fucking mother? She doesn't like your post, but she will tell you and give you relationship advice when you post shit about your husband or something else. She says shit that you're not supposed to comment about. That's why you should block your mother on social media. Block your family. They are toxic. Anyways, that's a little bit too much TMI, but, you know, I've blocked my mother. I hope you block yours. So, let's see here. Now that we have everything set up, it's very easy here. What you're going to do is you are going to just, oh, we forgot the most important part. We need to set up our layers. Yes. So layers, how do you get to your layers? Windows, layers. Okay, if you have a lot of baggage, a lot of layers in your life, you're going to want to click on the layers. And you can name this something, but I'm just going to leave it blank because I don't like names. Yeah, names are bad right now. All right, so it's a blank layer, and so now we can actually draw. We can do stuff. Okay, so these are dynamic brushes, and what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to pick a style. Let's just pick a random style for fuck's sake. I'm going to pick number 2 because I like the number 2. And go back to layers. All right, and now you're going to click a brush. Yay. And that's really large, so we're going to fix that. Because when you're dealing with these brushes, you have to set them to the size of your document. So what we're going to do is we're going to bring the brush down, okay? And it's going to click like so. But we are going to Control Z that out. And then we're going to go to FX. It's this little button here. Let me pull this out so you could see it. FX, okay? All right, go to Pattern Overlay. And it's all the way set to 1000. So we might want to put that bad boy down to 100, see how that looks. All right. Well, it's not good enough. So I'm going to set it to, let's see here, pattern. Let's go to 50. All right. Snap to origin. Press OK. Now, when we stamp this brush out now, okay, and if you can't see the head of your brush, you can press the caps lock, okay? Sometimes if you have the caps lock on, it will bring the brush back if you can't see it. So here's our little golden, and you can change the style over here to anything that you want. And you can also change the sizes too. So you go to Pattern Overlay and change the size. Now we're working a really small document here. So, yeah. All right. So, that is the first brush. Now we're going to go with the second brush here. And as you can see, I made these pretty large because you can always make things larger in the RGB pixel format, but you can never make them bigger. That is an Illustrator thing. So, so we're just stamping out these, lovely brush heads. So we have these, which are dynamic, which you can paint. Okay. And moving on, you have these sparkle things. You can just click, 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 click. That's fun, right? So much fun. I'm going to show you them on photos too, by the way. And can click these. Click, click, click. Don't click too hard, though. Don't click too hard. You'll get a heart attack. All right, so, and these just have different dynamics. So with that being said, I'm just pressing Control Z to get rid of all of that. And you can just go through each brush. Like some of them have dynamic capabilities. Like this one paints a little bit, and you can make them a little bit bigger, make them falling, okay? There you go. Go through each one. Get a feel. You got to test the brushes out. Get a feel for how they work. See? Now it's all falling down. All right. So I just wanted to give you a hint. You see the ones with the paintbrush on the top? I do believe those to be dynamic brushes. So that's how you know the difference between the stamp brushes and the dynamic brushes. You can make this a little bit bigger, and you can paint out confetti. You can change the color, la la la. So much fun. See? So much fun. Yeah. I probably should have put the dynamic ones first because some people get confused. So there you go. And it looks pretty realistic. You just gotta play with the settings and adjust it to your needs. Like I said, if you have a different size document or paper, it's going to look different. So that's why you have the adjustment settings in Photoshop. Some people just think that they can just use the brush as is with any size document. Science would tell you that that is false. Okay. You have to do some adjusting. You know what I mean? You can't just go in and buy a pair of pants, one size fits all. I mean, I wish. Oh, and I added some drips here. Because I thought that these would be cool to add on the balloons if you're going to add balloons. And I also was planning on adding a balloon pack. I actually have it all ready to go, but I just haven't uploaded it yet. So you can add all these lovely drips. So that wasn't included in the advertisement, but it's here. And also these lovely balloon strings. Okay. All right. See? You got balloon strings. So you can just freaking add your balloons in there if you want. All right. So now let's add a picture. Let's just open up a picture and see what we can do here. I'm going to go ahead and, well, let's add her. Birthday girl. Oh, she looks like a baker, but it looks like stuff would be falling in her hands. So yeah, I'm gonna create a new layer. I'm gonna use this gold confetti one, and I'm going to pick a brush. Let's see. Oh, that's nice. Let's see. I like this one. Okay, so I'm going to increase my brush by clicking the left bracket. And if you don't know where your left bracket is, as most people can't even find their shoes, so like me, or my keys, you can just use this area here. Okay. And you just tap and dab, tap and dab. See, this is a dynamic brush, but you can also dab it, you know? So this gives you the impression of freaking confetti falling down. And you can add multiple layers here. So let's say you wanted to add a foil, this light foil. Just go ahead and grab that there. Pick a different brush. Let me see if I pick this brush, the curly brush. Now that's pretty. And go ahead and make it a little bit bigger. All right. Let me make sure the size is correct. I'll just make that 50, snap to origin. All right, I got some really cool stuff going on here, and this has a dynamic capability, so every time you click, it will automatically make it bigger or smaller, so you don't have to do that. I've done all the hard work for you. You're welcome. And so you can even add them on top of her to give it like an illusion of, you know, adding confetti or whatever. So now I'm going to take these layers and I'm going to duplicate these layers, and I'm going to try something really cool. I'm going to merge these layers. Okay. And now I have this copy, and then I'm just going to nudge it over a little bit to the left. Let me get my arrow key. Okay. Nudge it over just a little bit to the left. Okay. All right. And press Control T. And I'm just going to bring it up just like so. Make it a little bit bigger. Drag it out. You'll see what I'm doing here. I'm not crazy. I'm going to try something. I'm going to experiment. And this is what Photoshop is. It's experimenting. Okay. Now I'm going to go to Filter, Blur, and Motion Blur. But we don't want that much motion. Okay. Just a little bit of motion. Okay, just to give it the illusion, and then I'm going to put it behind these layers, just to give it illusion that it has movement, okay? And you could do that a couple of times with the different ones, but, I mean, that's how you do the confetti. All right, let's go ahead and close that out, and let's open another image. I'm going to do one more just for fuck's sake. Let me see. I don't know. I'm kind of like really attracted to this picture because she looks like she's excited, and I like the purple background. I have like a thing for purple. All right, so let's go ahead and unlock that layer, create a new layer. All right, and we're gonna add the style by just clicking on it. Okay, we're gonna grab our brush. All right, and just pick a confetti. All right, so this is the lighter purple, and I'm just gonna make it bigger so we can see. All right. Let's go into pattern overlay, 50, snap to origin. And I don't necessarily like this brush, so I'm going to go with a different one and make it a little bit bigger. I guess purple on purple is too light. And if you wanted to darken this brush, if you didn't like the brush the way it is, you can go to Window, Brush Settings. And let me bring the brush settings here. You can go to Texture, go to Linear Height, and then just bring the depth up to 100% and it'll be darker. And then if you want to create a new brush preset, you can. So I made it light to give it the illusion of, you know, how should I say, like fading a little bit, but I didn't expect to be working on a purple background. So there is that. So let's go ahead and pick another color. I like the blue, the funky blue. Whoops, I didn't mean to change that. All right, let's create a new layer and let's create some more. I'm going to use this funky blue down here. All right, I like that. All right, and I'm making the brush bigger by hitting on the right bracket key. I'm sorry, I kept saying left, but I'm left-handed, so but you can always change the size up here. And you can make this like Funky's 80, you know, like confetti. So that's really cool. And you can, you know, just add multiple colors, do like whatever you want. And I want to do just one more. I think we have time. I think we do. And the last one, where is the her. I think this was in my advertisement. So all right, unlock the layer, create a new layer. Let's go ahead and I like this shiny gold here. No, this shiny gold, the very last one. Okay, so I'm going to use that. And I already have my brush size set. I'm going to make sure the pattern is correct size for the document. 100 seems good. Let's try that out. It looks really good. So I'm going to increase my brush size. I'm going to go over here, right there. And you can see that the confetti looks really good. I'm going to create a new layer, pick a different color. I'm going to pick this one. Make sure no, I don't want an outer glow. A pattern overlay here. Okay, it's good. All right, and I'm going to pick a different brush. And I am just increasing the size using the right bracket key, not the left. Okay. And I'm just making confetti here. Make that confetti. Oh, it looks like too big. All right. So, got all the confetti going on here. That looks lovely. Lovely. All right. And I'm going to use this new one I made. Oh, let's create a new layer. And I want to use this gold now. And I'm going to make this a little bit bigger. Yeah. Yes, queen. All right. And we got some really pretty confetti going on here. Oh, I did it in the same spot. So this is looking really trendy. I love it. And it looks like real confetti. No one's going to know the difference. You can also make this confetti thicker. Duplicate these layers. All right, so now we have this one. We're going to merge all these layers together. And you can make them darker by putting a multiply blend mode on it. You can add like whatever styles that you want. Now this is a little bit more advanced, but there are other things that you can do to, you know, play with it. I would highly suggest playing with these brushes, getting all the different effects that you can out of them. But I wanted to say thanks so much for watching. If you love this video, please like and subscribe and tell all your friends about it except your mother, which she's blocked on your Facebook. Have a great day. Bye.